Hello, Rama Pupodu. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's go to the next devotee, Suri Nagama. There is a day that falls in the middle of January when people across India offer their worship and thanksgiving to bulls and cows by resting them, washing them, and adorning them with beads and bells. On that day, every year, I visit the shrine of cow Lakshmi, situated between the hill and the old hall of Bhagavan. Invariably, my mind goes to Lakshmi's last day. The year was 1948, and I was witness to the event. Bhagavan sat next to Lakshmi with his hands on her, calming her and blessing her with peace. When Bhagavan left the place, Lakshmi remained motionless with her eyes closed. She remained in this position for more than half an hour. Surinagama then lovingly took Lakshmi's head in her hands and placed it on her lap. After Lakshmi breathed her last, Surinagama reported it to Bhagavan. Some days before the first anniversary of Lakshmi's Samadhi in 1949, Surinagama had to go back to her village. On the day prior to Lakshmi's anniversary, Bhagavan repeatedly asked his attendants, "Has Nagama come? Has she been informed that tomorrow is Lakshmi's Samadhi day?" The next day too, he persisted with his enquiries. Nagama did arrive, but a little late. She headed straight to Lakshmi's shrine, and only then did she come to see Bhagavan. As soon as Bhagavan saw Surinagama, he asked, "Did you go to Lakshmi's shrine?" The triangle of Bhagavan, Lakshmi, and Surinagama is inscribed forever in my heart. About 100 years ago, child marriages were prevalent in India. If a married girl died, the boy got remarried again. However, if the boy died, the girl was doomed to lead the austere life of a widow for the rest of her life. The girl's head was often shaved, and her attire from then on is a very plain sari. She was almost ostracized by society, as she could neither go out of the house nor participate in any of social functions, even within the household. So it became easier for widows who had spiritual aspirations to pursue the spiritual path without succumbing to the temptations of the world. This is why Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, "I would like to be born in my next birth as a child widow." When you were a child widow, you were saved from all forms of temptations. There were no attractions and distractions to take one's time and mind away from spiritual sadhana. Such was the life of Suri Nagama. Born into an affluent family, she lost her parents at a tender age. She was married when she was very young and lost her husband within 12 years of marriage. Nagama had always envisioned herself along the lines of Sita, the dutiful wife of Lord Rama. This tragedy, therefore, proved to be too heartbreaking to reckon with. She often locked herself up in her room, refusing to see anyone or eat anything. Consequently, she became weak and malnourished. Yes, in the midst of this misfortune, she found immense relief in listening to people sing or talk about saints and sages. This encouraged her to read about saints. It also increased her longing to be associated with them. This spiritual seed that was sown soon blossomed into not just a tree but a garden of beautiful flowers. Unable to attend school, Nagama learned her mother tongue, Telugu, on her own. She studied Indian epics like the Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Srimad Bhagavatam. She was especially drawn to a particular chapter in the Bhagavatam where the Lord appears as a child, Kapila, and gives instructions to his mother, Devahuti, on how to attain self realization. This was the turning point in Nagama's life. She began to thirst for all kinds of spiritual texts and nursed the desire of meeting and serving a great sage. One night, Nagama had a beautiful dream in which a Siddha Purusha resembling Dakshinamurti appeared. Brilliant light surrounded the Siddha Purusha. Nagama wanted to rise and prostrate before him, but she woke up abruptly from her dream. She was terribly disappointed, and her yearning to meet and serve a holy sage became more intense. That's all, folks. Let's continue the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Popotu.